Say, have you seen that new freestyle that Drake did with Central Cee?
I guess it was free up style. Or maybe he stole the style from Central Cee because he sounded like he was London. He was from UK.
He's imitating the rapper that he's rapping with. What was with that?
Has he no shame?
He tried to sound like he was like African, but also London at the same time, and
he made a couple like Caribbean tropes. He was talking about rice and beans. I was like, I don't know where he's from.
No, what's going on with that? And then Central Cee gets on and actually raps harder than Drake, which was funny. Which is very funny. What's Drake's motivation here? Why is he doing these things?
Well, you know what his motivation is. He gets on whatever is popping right now, and so what's hot is Afro beats, UK drill. So
right,
Drake's like, this is the wave right now.
Well, so then this really begs the question: is there going to be a point in time where Drake is just going to scroll TikTok and find whoever's popping, and then be like, "Hey, would you like to sleep in a bed with me and go on a podcast, or let's do a freestyle together?" Like, what? We just need to blow up on TikTok, and then Drake will call us. That's what we need to do. It's clearly
that's how it is.
That's the strategy. Speaking of controversy, our favorite rapper Kodak Black just dropped a track with Tekashi 6ix9ine, otherwise known as the Snitch, who is surprisingly talking about beating down motherfuckers. In his first verse starting off the track, we got a really amazing Dominican rapper that is rapping on the hook. She's incredible, and I think she really carries the song for a lot of this. If you look at the YouTube comments on there, you see that a lot of them are in Spanish, and I liked the track. I thought it was pretty good. I did like Kodak Black's verse better than I liked Tekashi 6ix9ine's verse.
Yeah, Tekashi just doesn't hit the ear right anymore because he's such an aggressive gangster style rapper, supposedly. Got that very extreme DMX crazy over the top voice. But it's not believable anymore, right? We know that he's not a gangster. We know that he's not about that life. He's already said that many times. But then you get some real from Kodak Black. Kodak Black was actually very introspective. He said two things. One of them was the fact that, what would you do if you were in his situation? He actually mentions that you don't know what you would do if you were in that situation. He also mentions that you act like we about to go do a lick together. This is a song. I'm getting a check here. I'm not signing up to go do no gang shit with him. This is music. This is the music industry. So I like that he understands that this is business. It ain't personal. I'm here to make a track that's getting lots of views, right? And, you know, do it with a poppin' Dominican female artist.
Yeah.
He understands how to get money, right? And they both come from a similar era of music. I'm okay with the track, but no, I don't like what it does for the culture, because Tekashi shouldn't necessarily be allowed to still be this crazy gangster rapper anymore, right?
Well, the Dominican rapper is La Mas Viral, right? She's got a really nice voice, really nice cadence on the track, but I just think it's funny that Tekashi 6ix9ine would come on this track, and the first verse he spits, it's an impersonation of Youngboy NBA's almost every single track about how he's going to run up on you and kill you and all this kind of things like that. When the last media that I recall was seeing him curled in the fetal position on the bathroom floor after getting beat down for being a snitch. And this is your verse? That doesn't sound authentic to me. At the same time, I also do enjoy those bars that you mentioned that Kodak Black was talking about. And I think that, you know, he's been typecast, I think early on, as being a certain type of rapper because of his approach, his crazy hairdo, his topics, his style. But as time goes on, you know, when he stepped up to defend Nas with the 21 Savage irrelevant controversy, and then some of the bars he's had in other songs we've listened to indicate he actually is a deep thinker, more than he lets on, more than you would think from his public persona, from the rapper that gets caught doing Instagram lives or whatever with the drugs and the guns and everything else, and trying to Instagram live his own arrest and all this kind of shit. And at the same time, he's not a one-dimensional character. He actually thinks about some shit.
It's not such thing as being too real for your own good type of thing, where it's like he can't turn it off.
Right.
He does get a lot of love from old school artists though, like Kendrick, Jay-Z. All of these people say that he's a very smart dude. So I would have to say he has to have some type of intelligence to be successful with what he does. Maybe he understands Brandon very well. But also, based on his actions, I have to also question that intelligence. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that we're gonna see some interesting moves from Kodak Black coming up, because I think it looks like he's just continuing to evolve as an artist, and,
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
interested to see where that ends up leveling out. You know, what would happen if Lupe Fiasco mentored Kodak Black? I can't imagine those two styles coming together, but
Lupe is a little bit too hard edge, and I feel like if you're not coming with the same type of energy as him, he might not even be able to be around a Kodak Black because of everything he grew up.
What he
around
stands
in the
for.
streets of Chicago. Yeah, his whole demeanor might be like, I wouldn't even waste my time with a guy like this.
we'll never know.
Yeah.
We should tweet Lupe and see what he says.
Exactly. Lupe is gonna be like, hell no.